explosive new racism claims against Paula Deen.
This is Dora Charles, y'all. She's my soul sister. Dora and I have been together for about 18 years.
Yeah.
Now, make that former soul sisters. Today, the New York Times published an explosive interview with Paula Deen's longtime cook, Dora Charles, where Charles unloads on Paula, accusing her of more racist acts. Charles says that, yes, Deen used racial slurs, just as she's accused of doing in that infamous lawsuit filed by a white ex-employee of Paula's. And Charles also says that Paula once asked her to stand in front of Paula's restaurant and ring a dinner bell while yelling, "Come and get it." And that Paula even asked another black employee to dress up as Aunt Jemima. So what is Paula saying about all this? Paula is denying today's new claims, but they could come at a worse time as Paula is losing millions in endorsements because of that racial discrimination suit. Now let's bring in our guests. Paula's lost so much already. John Murray from alwaysalist.com. John, is there any way that today's interview with her ex-cook could possibly make things even worse?
Well, absolutely. I mean, nothing at this point, no more news could help her, But listen, Natasha, in case you can't tell, I happen to be African-American, but I'm one of the few people who I don't necessarily think Paula Deen is racist. I think she happens to lack culture and sophistication. I just think she's ignorant. I think she thought a lot of her ignorance was charming because we've seen the clips of her doing other interviews where she describes one of her closest friends, an African-American male, to be as dark as the chalkboard that he was standing next to. I don't really think she recognized the error of her ways until it all came crashing down in this magnitude. When you start losing endorsement deals and sponsors and your fans start leaving and the network says take care, then you realize this ain't so cute after all. And I really think Paula suffers from word vomit, and it really is the thing that's got her in this predicament.
Yeah, and Charles also says when she and Paula started out 22 years ago, Deen told her, quote, "If I get rich, you'll get rich." Charles now lives in a trailer. Today, Paula Deen's publicist gave a statement to the New York Times denying all of Charles' claims. It says, quote, "Fundamentally, Dora's complaint is not about race, but about money. It's about an employee that, despite over 20 years of generosity, feels that she still deserves yet even more financial support from Paula Deen." So back to attorney Tanya Acker with us in Hollywood tonight. So, Tanya, is there a point to Paula's statement here? Could this be more of a money issue possibly than a race issue?
I actually think, Natasha, I think that the statement raises even more questions for Paula, frankly. I mean, I note that her representatives say that this woman deserves or had received financial support from Paula, but it was our understanding that this woman was working for Paula. Like, she wasn't simply, Paula wasn't doing her a favor by letting her cook her food and, attend to her catering services and her restaurant services. This woman was actually doing work. So Paula wasn't simply being, a nice Southern lady by letting this African-American woman live off her largesse. This woman was working for her job. But, frankly, I think that we don't really know enough. This Mrs. Charles said that she would still like to be Paula's friend, but perhaps at a distance. I'm paraphrasing. It's always easy for someone who's accused of terrible things to say that it's only about money. But if you've been living in a trailer park for a long time, it seems to me that perhaps, you might have other concerns beyond simply finances. If this woman was driven by money, she might have stepped up with that a little before now.
Yeah, Tanya and John, well, I guess we'll have to see how it all shakes out, but a very interesting development, all of this.